I might be done for this time. Around 20 weeks ago, I got caught using the Mega Mushroom to totally cheese the boss fights in New Super Mario Bros. Around 20 weeks before that, I got caught beating elderly people over the head with a tennis racket. Is that racketeering or aggravated assault? I've been under house arrest ever since then, but today's the day the court finally comes to a decision on my verdict. Ooh, here we go, the main event.
Hello everyone, and by hello everyone, I mean all rise. Defendant Dylan Bruhcodes Cox. Wait, is that actually your middle name?
You've been running my case for months and only just learned my full name?
Hey, if you give a name to the defendant, you get emotionally attached to them, and then how would I be able to give them the death sentence?
Isn't that a rule you're supposed to use with animals?
I run a lot of animal trials.
Like for pumping animals for the makeup kind, or just literal animal trials?
I had a turtle come in and get 25 to life for a Grand Theft Auto once.
A life sentence for playing a video game?
Stop distracting me or you'll get the lethal injection.
Is that a threat or an invitation?
Anyways, for the crime of racketeering numerous people, abuse of illegal substances, refusing to pay hospital bills, stating that Mario Kart Double Dash is just okay, mega mushrooming during boss battles, beating someone to death with a Mario Maker idea book, like Jesus! Weren't you under house arrest during all of this?
I was kidnapped when I said Double Dash was a stupid, bad, stupid, stinky game. Does that get me time off?
Hey, you said it was just okay, so we can add lying under oath to the list.
Well, it's not my fault that half of this happened. I plead insanity. You look at a guy with nothing but his Xbox for months and expect him not to go off the deep end? I mean, look at this! You think someone mentally stable would do that?
That was my Tuesday night.
Okay, fine, whatever. You win this argument. Can I go home now?
Not without your 24 hours of community service, you can't!
Well, that sucked. Community service? God, that's worse than the death penalty. Do you think someone like me was supposed to give back to my local community? Just look around my room. Seriously, just look. I had plans today too. It's a tradition that on every October 31st, 2022, people around the world gather to play Resident Evil 4. I just got my copy and I've been excited all year to play this. Now I can't. I need to think of something easy and affordable to set up that technically counts as giving back to my local community, but realistically involves me sitting around for 24 hours and doing nothing. Maybe another racket would do the trick. Say hello to my way of giving back to the local community. I call it the Codebusters. It's a local helpline where people in the neighbourhood can phone in and get me to fix whatever errors plaguing their console tonight. But here's the neat part. No one cares about error codes. You either turn your console on and off and that fixes it, or you throw it away forever. Big deal! This way I can legally tell the court I've completed 24 hours of community service without actually having to do anything. I'm a genius! No one's gonna call in, so I can spend the entire day alone eating expired Halloween chocolate and playing Resident Evil. God damn it, your error code better be good.
Fellas, does this ever happen to you? This is a console crashing, more scientifically known as when the console gives up trying to run a game from the 90s. This isn't really anything of note, console crashes all the time. It can be caused by anything and everything, from random errors in the game's code to too many on-screen elements overloading the processor.
I am so smart for knowing those words.
Or the console just straight up overheating. It really can be a variety of things. So how on earth are you supposed to know what caused your crash? Well, that's where the error code comes in. Usually just a bit of text telling you that, hey, your console just shit the bed, alongside a string of letters and numbers that you can use to search for the error online. Now, not every error has an error code, usually only if the game or console is actually able to handle the crash and close out of the game safely, will it then give you some kind of explanation for whatever the hell just happened. But there have been a few iconic errors throughout gaming history, so let's take some calls and see what errors people need busting.
Welcome to Codebusters, the only service shop that absolutely despises its customers. How may I help?
Hi, my Wii U gamepad says it's been disconnected.
Not under my roof.
Jesus, this counts? Okay, picture the scene. It's Halloween night, and you're an 8-year-old Dylan playing Skylanders Trap Team on the Wii U.
Because what else to do on a Friday night?
But, seemingly out of nowhere, your Wii U crashes and you hear those dreaded beeps on your gamepad to say that it's lost connection with the main console, all on Halloween night. So, being 8 years old, you react accordingly. I may never know what caused that specific crash on Halloween, for all I know it was some sort of evil demonic spirit or something, but what I can tell you is that this error code is a piece of piss to deal with. Usually the main cause of this issue is that you've moved too far away from your console, so to fix it, all you need to do is walk closer to the system. Unless there's something blocking your console and gamepad or some sort of internal hardware failure is stopping the connection, it's really a simple fix. Just turn it off, make sure you're not 20 miles away, and reboot.
Wow, thank you. Code Busters. I would have never figured out how to...
Off. Another customer satisfied. I've probably got a bit of downtime before the next customer calls in. I think it's time for a well-earned Resident Evil 4 break. Well, does that look like an excuse to keep talking if I've ever seen one?
This is definitely stretching the definition of error codes by, I don't know, a lot. But they can be caused by errors, so... sure. Anti-piracy screens or measures are usually triggered by a fraudulent copy of a video game, effectively stopping the user from progressing through a game they don't own. Some games try and have some fun with their anti-piracy screens, making things seem normal at first, even letting the user get through the game, and then bam, unbeatable.
You're telling me I spent nothing on this game for that?
Spyro Year of the Dragon has probably one of the most unique anti-piracy measures I've ever seen, with a whole article dedicated to covering all of the changes the game throws at you. And even if you somehow manage to beat the whole game with all of these measures, the game will just wipe your save file anyways. I don't condone piracy, but that's just cruel. You're going to put that pirate through all those measures and troubles, let them make it to the end, and then wipe their progress?
It'd be a sad life, mateys.
Imagine climbing an 8-kilometer mountain just to be thrown to the bottom right before you make it to the top. And you can't use your legs to climb a mountain. And someone broke your hand on the way up here. And so
Honestly, deciding if this expired piece of chocolate is toxic enough to kill me is scary enough. I really don't need to deal with an error code right now. Hello and welcome to Code Busters. You have 5 seconds to argue your case or I'm hanging up. What's your issue today?
Hi, I'm trying to play Resident Evil 4, but my PS2 won't read discs and keeps showing me a live feed of the Underworld. Is there any way to fix it?
Your soul is damned.
did I wake up in purgatory again? A famous staple of error codes is the disk read error. You pop your shiny new game into your system, wait a few seconds, and then get greeted by this. You may as well just spat in my face. These ones are sort of 50-50. Yeah, most of the times it's going to be as simple as reinserting the disc or cartridge, but in some cases, this error can mean that your disc is unreadable. Now that can be caused by being scratched or damaged in some way, or maybe you're just the idiot trying to get the Xbox to run a Blu-ray.
Now, that's all well and good, but can you explain why my PS2 is trying to drag me into the 7th circle?
I'm getting there.
In theory, the PS2's disk read error is exactly like any other. Your disc might be damaged, the disk drive could be damaged, or maybe you're just slamming cookies into the system. But the screen that displays when your console can't read a disc, I mean, Jesus Christ, that's mentally scarring. Imagine being a kid trying to play some Rayman past his bedtime, but instead of being greeted to a man with no arms and facial deformities, they see some red cubes instead.
Honestly, I already screamed at the gamepad error. This just isn't doing it for me.
I have no idea why Sony made this scream the disk read error. It looks like my console's about to explode or something. This would have been way more fitting for some kind of total hardware failure, but it's just wasted here. In its best case, you've accidentally drooled all over your disc. In the worst case, your console's way of playing games is ruined. The only way to diagnose that is by cleaning the disc or by performing some kind of religious ritual on your console.
That's probably the first error code I've seen that's actually scary. But not scary because of the code itself, scary because I can feel my soul being taken from my body as I watch it. But that's enough of watching hell itself. It's finally time to sit back and enjoy some Resident Evil 4. You son of a bitch.
Is this the emergency services? My wife's having a heart attack. You gotta help.
Do you happen to own a PS4?
Oh, shut up. This is what I like to call the powered off from the plug error. Whenever your PS4 or PS5 gets switched off from the wall rather than through the power button or system menu, it likes to whine at you.
But I didn't like having my notebook shut off. Shut up!
It'll tell you that it's repairing the database to scare you into thinking you've done something seriously wrong, then hit you with 3 ominous beeps and a warning message. If they wanted to make a point, they should have just written this message in blood. I do understand why this can be potentially dangerous to save data or system software. If a system unexpectedly stops writing data midway through an autosave or system software update, that could lead to mismatched code, a broken save file, or worse, a bricked PS4. But those are the only 2 ways it can seriously damage your system. If you're on the home menu, I really don't see how this could harm your console. When it comes to fixing this error, dude, just press X. Don't unplug your PlayStation while it's on or in rest mode. Avoid power cuts. Hope you don't get spotted in the middle of a system update.
Please, open up.
Yeah, just 1 second.
These are the only causes. It's practically the choice of the user if they want to experience this error code. Just do so at your own risk. I don't want to be sued for damaging enough PS5s. I've got enough legal issues on my plate as is.
Wow, thank you. You saved my wife's life.
How? Christ, there are some weird people out there. Wonder if I have enough time to finally start playing Resident Evil 4 now. God damn it, do I get 1 moment of rest running this fake business?
Hello, everyone.
I'm the only one in the room. Is there anyone else with you right now?
Maybe, but I just thought I'd let you know that I, your judge, jury, and executioner, know you've been trying to run a pirated copy of Resident Evil 4.
If I blame the dog, will you put him on trial instead?
Not if you name him, I won't. But besides, I got bigger fish to fry right now. For example, your community service quota.
That was a quota?
Yeah, a quota. Gotta hit up 3 clients by the end of tonight or else we'll be forced to jail ya for life. Have fun sleeping tonight. Okay, bye.
This is bad. I've only had calls from 3 clients tonight and only one's left to review. And they're just calling me discriminatory towards the Wii U. I can't go to jail, they'd eat me alive in there. My conversation opener is, do you want to hear about the new 3DS? They'd skin me for saying that. I've got to think of something to save myself, and fast. What error code is iconic enough that the court would just completely let me off the hook? Wait a minute.
One of the most easily recognisable and undoubtedly infamous error code. Meet the Xbox 360's Red Ring of Death. This was like the mark of a beast. If you ever saw this on your console back in the day, then get ready for an exorcism because I think that's the only way to deal with this. Supposedly, the red ring is caused by rapid changes in the internal temperature of the system, which puts stress on the internal components.
This employee handbook is really working overtime tonight.
One thing leads to another and your console is fried. Hope you had warranty. Actually, you probably did have warranty. Because of the scale of the errors, Microsoft was forced to extend all 360 owners' warranty for multiple years, costing them around $1 billion. Ultimately, the issue was fixed with the launch of the Xbox 360S in 2010, but that was a whole 5 years after the console launched. So, how would I, a professional codebuster, go about fixing the system?
You know, I should really plan my bold statements ahead of time. Skimming through the handbook, it just says put your Xbox 360 in a slow cooker for 24 hours. But I don't have that kind of time. I'm a busy guy. If I don't get this error code done by midnight, then it's over. But I can't. There's no way to fix this. Unless...
For all I know, it was some sort of evil demonic spirit or something. This would have been way more fitting for some kind of total hardware failure. If you ever saw this on your console back in the day, then get ready for an exorcism because I think that's the only way to deal with this.
There's no importance to this memory. I was just using a bag of crisps.
Hello and welcome to a new segment that I like to call Dylan's Exorcisms. Today, I'll be removing a demon from the motherboard of this Xbox 360 in order to try and cure the Red Ring of Death. Of course, I'll be taking all the necessary precautions. This candle is lit directly on top of the Xbox and I'll be securing it with this roll of sellotape. Any day now. Oh, and of course, how could I forget? This salt line could protect me from the demon. You may laugh, but humans could red ring too. Took my grandpa in 2009.
Hey guys, wouldn't it be funny if I stuck this f***ing fork into this Xbox 360?
Okay, oh, here goes nothing. Our Father, who art thou in heaven, I'm close to leveling up and you look like just enough XP. Shit, am I reading from a gaming t-shirt? Shit, did that actually work? I think I might have done it. I think I fixed the Red Ring of Death. No, I didn't. I made it less scary, but somehow worse.
Life hack for all those prone to pissing themselves. Watch a kill screen, it'll bore you to death.
Well, at least my pants are dry.
Kill screens are a genre of fan-made, complete error screens for various consoles. The general plot goes something like this. Your console encounters a fatal error and needs to shut down. So instead of just turning itself off, it needs to rely on you, the devilish little user who wants nothing more than to watch this console completely fall apart. 5 screens later, and various threats about how pieces of hardware are failing, the console will finally collapse into either disrepair, a jump scare, or some kind of bomb threat. Wait.
That might not be good. Okay, this is fine. All I have to do is remember my fire training safety. First step, smother the flame. This can't be how it ends, surely. I've still got so much more to do in this world, so much more to learn and talk about. But I've got no answer to this. It's officially hopeless. If you'll excuse me, I think I'm going to lay down in the hopelessness area for the next 24 seconds. This is what you get for killing my grandpa in 09, you bitch! This all could have been avoided if I just turned the Xbox off. Oh, hi, welcome back. I've officially submitted the documents for the Codebusters to the court. I should be getting confirmation on their decision any minute now. But now I have some time to brainstorm what I'll do once I'm free from house arrest. I could start a small business, I could go outside and touch grass, I could talk to new people. Nope, never mind, that one's not happening. Oh, that must be them. Hello, Codebuster speaking.
Hello, everyone.
Seriously, this has to be some kind of nervous tick. Why does he need to say that every time he starts speaking?
Just going to let you know that your poorly put together excuse for community service got approved. You're officially free to go.
I'm free to go. This house arrest arc is officially over. I'm finally free! Resident Evil takes priority though.